Hey folks, it's JP. I've been having a lot of fun looking at some products that I missed, having been away from Magic for like 10 years, and then coming back and sort of catching up on what Wizards been up to. Just recorded a video looking at some packs from the Ravnica Clue edition. This was a really, at least at this point, it seems like this is a pretty unpopular product. Like, I got this from my local game store at a discount. It had been sitting on top shelf, and they had to literally wipe dust off the top of it. But I actually think it's really fun. It's probably not a product that you want to open several of, because I feel like, A, there's not a lot of huge bombs that are really valuable in it. Besides, they all include a chalk land, so that's a part of the value. But then there's a lot of stuff in here that's like related to actually sort of being able to play a little Clue game. Like, you have these little like DM screens, they like fold out to like hide what you're writing, and they come with the little like confidential thing for submitting your guess when you're playing Clue, as well as like the little Clue guess sheet. Yeah, I recorded a video like going through all the packs as well as like looking at these cards, but I just think it's super fun. Like there's all of these cards for each of the different murder weapons, then lands for all the different rooms that create Clue tokens, as well as these sort of Ravnica inspired versions of the Clue characters. Like, some of these are actually pretty bomb. Like this. I love this art, but also like, this guy is going in my Jan deck. 2/2 for 3. Whenever he attacks, exile one target card from a graveyard. If it's an artifact, which I have several artifacts in Jan, create a treasure token. Love treasure tokens in Jan. And whenever you cast a spell, if mana from a treasure was spent to cast it, you draw a card and lose 1 life. So card draw is actually something I've struggled with in Jan, so that's going in there. The rope equipment, it's a Clue equipment, so all the equipments can also, like any other Clue token, you can spend 2 and stack them to draw a card, so that's really cute. But the green rope one, equipped creature gets +1/+2, has reach, and can be blocked by more than 1 creature. So equipped for 3, cast for 1 green. I'm looking at building Amzu, Storm's Hunger is the next commander I'm looking at building. I'll talk about that a little bit in the video. But he gives bugs, one of the things he does is he gives insects menace, which means they can't be blocked by 1, because they have to be blocked by 2 or more. So combined with this type of effect, they become effectively unblockable. So I thought that would be really fun. So anyway, yeah, like, a lot of the value of this box is just like all of the little bits and things you get in there. Like, there's also some cool cards, which you'll see in the video. But anyway, I thought it was a really fun thing to open. I don't know if I'll buy any more of these, but I hope you enjoy. Anyway, hope everyone's doing all right. Yeah, stay, take care of yourselves, stay chill, focus your energies where they're needed, and yeah, enjoy. All right, we're back with scissors in this little thing. So ever so carefully, we're going to, there we go. With the right tool, anything is possible. All right, so what do we have here? Oh my God, is it crimped? That'd be crazy. Ah, we have a Sacred Foundry, and it is it's got a little bit of a bend to it, which bummer, but a fun art Sacred Foundry. So, Mountain Plains. You know what? I could put this in my Jan, but yeah, I don't know what the value on this is, but it's a pretty, here, I'll put it a little closer. There we go. Fun. Alright, so that comes with the price of admission. And then, it's got a whole bunch of packs, which we got 8 of them, so let's just freaking get into it. Let's open some packs, hey. I was thinking about naming this series, because I was just finding like lo-fi music to go in the back. That this would just be like chill lo-fi packs or something like that. We'll see. I think it's fun. Just casual pack opening. We're not doing anything too serious here. This is mostly for fun. So, it's funny. I wonder if this is like similar. I guess this is like what happens with the new Jumpstart sets, where sort of you get cards and like each of the. I guess are each of the packs one of the preset tribals? That's interesting. So I guess I'm mostly interested in the black-green one. Some cool stuff. That's pretty good. It's interesting. I like red. I like green. For some reason, I'm not much of a Rakdos. Sorry, not Rakdos. A Gruul player. For whatever reason. Oh my god, shiny impetus. I think it's just so aggro. Like I like to have a little something else going on there. Classic Gruul Gate. Gruul Turf. Yeah, I mean, there's some good stuff in here. Herald of Ilarg. Recast a creature spell. Put 2/2 on this. If it has 5 or greater, it deals damage equal to the number of counters on each creature. Okay. Well, that's a cool card. Clan Defiance. Solid. Choose one or more. And then we get a bunch of mountains. So, yeah, this is a very similar. It's funny because, like, to me, like, again, being out of it, like, the setup of the Jumpstart, the Foundation's Jumpstart boosters, I'm like, oh, that's a new thing because I hadn't experienced it. But I guess they've done this before with some of these sort of pre-designed packs. So it's an interesting format. Yeah, it's the same frickin' thing because it's like shuffle 2 packs and play. So it's the same concept. Okay, so I'm just... Guys, I guess, you know, some of you are being noobs here with me. Some of you are shaking your head like, dude, like just... Ooh, yeah. Rakdos. Like... I'm catching up, alright? All of us have spent our nerd hours on different things, and as much as Magic has been a part of my life, I was away for a long time, and I'm finding out about all the stuff that good old Wizards of the Coast have been up to. I like the format. I mean, like, yeah, if you want to just build a deck and just like have a theme or like a color, just combine a couple of these, I could see that being really fun. So, I mean, I'm not much of a, 40 or 60 card deck player these days, mostly commander player, but come on, focus, buddy. I believe in you. There we go. Racking over. Okay, cool. Well, we're gonna try to get this thing to stay focused. Honestly, probably putting these letters in the background. Probably honestly, the image in the background is not helping. All right, so. Got Swiftwing. Oh, Daggerclaw Imp. Vampire. You know what? I need to get more cute, like, Jester and Juggler characters in my life. Spectacle. Solid. Overcosted, honestly, but cool. Rakdos Signet. Always can use the Signet. Deadly Dispute is a good card. Run that in some of my decks. Murder. Yeah, some of this art is sick, actually. Incriminating Impetus. Yeah, it keeps trying to focus on the background. It's like doing that little rack thing over and over again. I apologize. Classic Gate of Ravnica. Can't have Ravnica without gates. Yep. Frenzied Gore Spawn. Man. When it enters, for each opponent, go to target creatures. So go to 1 creature per opponent. And then also those creatures gain menace. That's pretty solid in the right type. Ooh. We got a black mythic here. Spawn of Mayhem. So, flying trample 4/4 for either 3 or 4. At the beginning of your upkeep, it deals 1 damage to each player. And if you have 10 or less life, put a +1/+1 guitar. Okay. So the last one is not going to trigger very often in Commander, but that is sick. And then a bunch of swamps. That's cool. Yeah, no, I'm digging it. I'm digging some of the cool stuff we're getting. Yeah, so we're hoping for a Golgari pack here, and we're hoping that that Golgari pack... Well... More Rakdos. Okay, so we know that we can get duplicates of the same cult. Or the same guild, right? But we're hoping for a Golgari one. And we're hoping that my little I get some cute little bugs in that. And if not, you know, we tried. I'm just... in this... Is this one wrapped differently than the other ones, or am I just crazy? I mean, I probably am crazy, but that might be not related to the plastic I'm dealing with right now. I also don't, like, I truly don't know what, if any, cards and clues are, like, chase cards, so I'm, like, not gonna react big if I... Actually, here, you know what? Let's take a quick break. I'm gonna look online. I'm curious. Let's see. Oh, damn. Yeah, so, like, that Sacred Foundry... Like, the MSR, like, that's crazy. That's wild that, like, given the price of the product, that it's guaranteed one of these things. Because, like, all of these Shocklands are worth, like, $20 to $30, which is wild. Or actually, so a couple of them are lower. But, like, on the top of the charts, that Sacred Foundry we just opened, the market price is $28. So that's, like, most of the value. I'm tempted to buy another one of these, to be honest. I guess I could, like, see if I want to, like, sell that back to the... sell that back to my local store just to recoup some of the value. It's kind of a weird way to go about it, but or I could just hold on to it because it just is a good thing to have. It's like, you know, Shocklands are always valuable. But yeah, what's interesting, I'm looking online right now here, and like Suppressor Skyguard and Amzu, Swarm's Hunger, the card I'm looking for, like literally besides the Shocklands, which you're just gonna get one. I guess that's why they're high price, right? Because it's like a 50, like 40 to 60 depending on who you're looking at. Like it's a high price product and you're just getting one of these per, and so that's why I guess the value is up there. But it's like all of those are like $15 to $30 depending, which is really funny because I'm also seeing online people listing these boxes for like way less than MSRP, which I don't know, like obviously depends on who you buy from, but oh, I see. Some people are selling just the essentials, which is like the guaranteed stuff, like 15. Yeah, like the going rate, you're gonna like you can pay like $37, $38 for one of these things, but like coming with that, you're getting one of these like $20-ish plus lands. Like, hey, not bad. But Amzu is the next highest value thing at like $10, and the next card, and then there's Suppressor Skyguard is like 7-ish, and then everything else is like 380, 329. So okay, so we're not open this for the price of these cards, right? There are not wild chases in here. Besides, like the most valuable things are those Shocklands we get. So that's fine. Now we know. All right. Well, let's put this. Okay, we haven't opened this yet. I just opened another Rakdos one, so I almost put this way like, oh, we're done with Rakdos. But no, let's look into it. Okay. Footlight Fiend, Ornery Goblin, Rakdos Shredfreak. I remember this guy. I remember this from my Ravnica days. Manache. That's pretty good. Havoc Jester. Like, yeah, we need to do something like this vibe. I love this vibe. Maybe someday I make a Jester deck, or like a Jester double deck. This is also not bad. I mean, it's okay. It's 5 for a 5/5, which is like you can do better in red, I think. But like when you sacrifice a permanent, deals 1 damage to any target. Like that's not bad for like a ping effect. I don't think I think it's too high mana cost to bother putting into my Jan, but like it's still not bad. Just light up the stage. Yeah, cast for Spectacle for 1. Yeah, play some extra. Like that's good. This is good card value. Sorry, I know it's like still. Here, let me see if I can like. I think honestly, in future videos, I'm just gonna like not have this like pattern mat that like my camera's gonna try to focus on. Like that's pretty solid card value. Cool. Oh, sorry, just kidding. That was weird. There's like a random like mountain in the middle. Always gonna get a guild gate. Okay, Carnage Interpreter. I love the clue energy on this little like devil detective. Like what a weird. It's like sure is blood. And I got a little brimmed hat, and I'm looking at this blood, and I'm definitely not the person who did this crime. Certainly, it was someone else, and I am an innocent detective. This guy did nothing wrong. Okay, you discard your hand, then you investigate 4 times. As long as you have 1 or fewer cards in hand, it gets +2/+2 in menace. So this is as long as your hand is bad. Which, you know, sometimes there are decks that can play around that, but this is a 5/5 menace for 3, which, that's cute. I think it's really cute. Oh, hello. Hello, Rakdos the Showstopper. Hell yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna look. Like, is this... Okay, so Carnage Interpreter is one of these, like, $3 cards, so there's some value on this. I feel like... I mean, this dude is sick. Actually, let me read him. I mean, first off, the art is sick, but, like... Also, I usually get excited just, you know, I can be... Someone can make me excited by just putting a mythic rarity on something. When it enters the battlefield, flip a coin for each creature that isn't a demon, devil, or imp. Destroy each creature whose coin comes to tail. So there's basically, it's a 6/6 flying trample for 6 that 50/50 wipes out probably just the opponent's boards, right? Like half of the opponent's boards. I mean, that ain't bad. Looking online, this is like $1.50 card, so not like money, but like just from a vibes standpoint, the vibes are excellent. Yeah, that's sick. Man, I'm opening a lot. Well, two out of 3 so far are Rakdos. We're hoping for Gugari, but maybe there's like a Jester Devil deck with my name on it someday, right? That's the thing about Magic. And let's think about packs. Ooh, okay, another Gruul. So now we're 2 Gruul, 2 Rakdos. A lot of red. Red is eating today. All right. That's the thing about opening packs, right? Is that's how they get you. Is you open something and you're like, oh, that could be a fun deck to build. And then you spend another few $100s building a deck that you weren't planning to build, and the cycle continues. I'm trying to focus here. All right, so 4. Crunch Wrangler is crunchy. Wildwood Patrol. Trample. 4/4 for 4. Can't be blocked by little guys. It's not as good as Trample. You're not a good enough runner to play, but you sure are a Rhino. Alright, we got one. $6/5 for 5 with an upside. It's pretty cool. Gift of Strength. Pit Fight. Not bad. Yeah, Band Together is a solid. I mean, in like sort of a more like limited format, that's pretty good. Yo, I love the freaking scale of this art. Listen, like a just giant footprint that's like just coming up. It's like barely in frame. That's dope. So, little card advantage if you're playing big stompy Rakdos. Got your classic gate. Got your Gruul Turf. Hey, I'll take a Gruul Turf. Stampede Surfer Baby. Whenever attacks for each opponent, you create a 2/2 boar that's tapped and attacking that opponent. So just makes a bunch of boars. You know what? I think that's dope. Oh, hello. Okay. So, we have hit the first mythic that is a card that we want in our insect deck. So I am pumped about this. So yeah, Giant Ediphage is absolutely going into my Omzu deck. So yeah, 7 for a 7/7 trample. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, create a token that's a copy of it. That is dope. And again, it is both a giant body in a deck where you want giant insects that are going to, like, when they move in and out of the graveyard, are going to create huge tokens. And it creates tokens itself. Like, it is a perfect fit into that deck, and I am super stoked. So that's one. On our mission here, we got one. I'm into it. Hell yeah. Alright, thanks, Gruul Clans. You can stay. Also, my ad block is yelling at me, which, you know, what else is new? Alright. Actually, here, let's put a little more light on the side of my face. I don't mind the light from that. That was cool. Okay. So, let's just set that Adaphage aside. Adaphage, is that pronounced it? Adaphage? Adaphage, right? Giant evil bug? For sure. Alright. We got more. We got so much more. We're halfway in. We're doing more. Alright. What we got next? Alright. Dimir. We're still not doing our black-green, so we're starting to run low. It's iffy. Come on, open. But we got black in here, and that's in the colors that we care about. And also, we're just going to see cool shit, so we're winning either way. Alright, Dimir time. Do you see how these cards are black and blue? So cutesy, so Dimir. I love that joke. It's probably getting old at this point, but yeah. Okay, let's go into it. Masked Blackguard. Whisper Agent. Surveil. Undercover Butler. Butler always did it. Butler never did it. Depends on who you believe. Mausoleum Turnkey. When it enters, return to a creature of an opponent's choice from your graveyard to your hand. Fascinating. So it does what my graveyard deck wants to do, but badly. Unless I have like one creature in there. Okay. Probably not making the cut, but interesting. Draw a card, lose life. Oh, we got a double card here. Discovery and Dispersal. Surveil 2, then draw a card, or each opponent returns an online permanent they control with the highest mana value to their hand, then discards. It's not bad. It's not like, so, this is the thing. There's so many Magic cards, right? And I do appreciate sort of the different the lenticularness of it, all the different lenses where better and worse. Yeah, that's pretty good. Like, better and worse cards exist for different contexts, and you have a limited format. You have like drafts and stuff where some cards are money in a limited format but not relevant outside of that, and I think that's cool. It does make opening packs when you're mostly playing Commander a little more hit and miss, but still it's interesting seeing all the design space they've explored over time. Yep, they got like that standard set of lands in every pack. Okay. Dimir Strandcatcher. Flying. When you attack, Surveil X or X's number of opponents being attacked. Beginning of each end step, if 3 or more cards put into a graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield this turn, draw a card. Okay, a Flying Fairy Rogue, 3/3 for 4. That's, I mean, in the right deck, that's not bad. But we'll see if anyone I know. I started hanging out. Ooh, Thief of Sanity. I started talking to more people about like doing like playing out. Like I've been playing out my trade binder at the game store and doing little trades with people. It's fun to like. Yo, I love. So unless maybe I'm misreading it. Yeah, I probably am. For a second, I thought they were doing the thing that they've done in some classic art, where like there's maybe like a person curled over, but the shape of them makes like a bit of a skull. I don't think that's what I'm actually seeing here, but like for a moment I thought it was sort of a double art sort of thing. It is a sick art though, like the vibes are great. I love that. So we're talking about flying, 2/2 for 3. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, look at the top 3 cards of that player's library, exile one of them, and put the rest of their graveyard. You may cast the card for as long as it remains exile. Yeah, that's not bad. from a play things from not your hand deck, like in general, I think that's a solid card. All right, then we got our swamps. Cool. Hey, I think I said this last time, but black as a color, like for decks, like as color identity is growing on me. Like I've been drawn more and more to the dark side. Man, another Gruul. Yeah, they really are random, aren't they? Damn. Well, at least there's green in here. But yeah, like really hoping for that Golgari, but I think we got like 2 left after this. Yeah. Well, considering the shock land value, it's probably silly. It's silly for me to buy more of these. I mean, like again, buy singles if you want particular cards, unless you just want to have fun. So this was a fun experiment to do. Probably won't do it again, but it was fun to open, and it's fun to just look at some cards. So yeah, Gruul again. Got that boar. I'm curious how much of this is standard. Yeah, we got that crunch. Got that crunch bar. Wildwood Patrol. Trample 4/2 for 3. Enraged Ceratok. Furious Spine Splitter. Challenger Troll. Sorry, I put it a bit high there. Gift of Strength. Pit Fight. Band Together. Still a good card. Colossal Majesty with that giant foot. Thriving Grove. Roll Gilgate. Roll Turf. Stampede Surfer. So I think that was pretty much it's like basically the same setup as Foundations, where I think it's like basically all the same cards except for the rare slots. And there's another giant Ediphage. Now there's 2 of them. This is getting out of hand. Well, I'm glad to have one. Unfortunately, I don't need 2. Because, you know, how Commander works and whatnot. But, hey, I'd rather 2 hits of a thing I was interested in than 0. So, maybe we will offload that in a trade to someone else. 2 more to go. And we're still bad at opening packs. So, you know. Man, red is eating in this set of packs. Literally, I think red has been in... Has it been in 6 out of 7 that we've opened? Is that true? I think that might be true. That's crazy. Well, I guess Magic is trying to tell me something, is that I should dive into my red energy a bit more. We haven't had Boros yet, so maybe there's going to be some new interesting white stuff in here. So let's see what's in the Boros Legion. I also could just make a standard deck out of these, as the box suggests, so I could do that. Yep, Frenzy Goblin. Love them. Scalper. Attacks each turn if able. It's not very smart. Krenko's Command. Krenko, good guy. Creates tokens and doesn't afraid of anything. That is an old reference. That is dating myself. Battalion. Whenever any store attacks, charge creature can't block this turn. Wojek Bodyguard. This is honestly making me nostalgic, because it's just like so much of like precon decks that are like, you know, there's a certain power level and it's not all this push stuff that you end up doing like the crazy stuff. Like I just played some crazy Commander games where like, there were so many board wipes and stuff. Cool. Give something first strike. That's awesome. Towering Thunderfist. Classic. Integrity and Intervention. Intervention deals 3 damage to any target and you gain 3 life. For 4? Maybe. Maybe. Shiny Impetus. Cosmotronic Wave. 1 damage to each creature your opponents control. They can't block this turn. I feel like... I mean, the 1 damage can be relevant, but the not blocking feels very relevant. This buff is thriving. Moisturized in its lane. Gate. Garrison. Boros Strike Captain. That's cool art. That's nice. Battalion. Whenever it and 2 other creatures attack, exile the top card of your library. During any turn you attack the 3 more creatures, you can play that card. That's an interesting play later effect. Is like, hey, as long as you're doing the Boros thing of having a whole bunch of Ombres getting together and attacking someone, you can play that card. That can come back for you. Amazing. And And then a Fire Main Avenger. That is a pretty angel. Whenever at least to a battalion again, flying 3/3 for 4. It deals 3 damage to any target. You gain 3 life. That's not bad. And then the mountains. Well, I like Ravnica. I have nostalgic. Like, I think that, despite having never opened Clue, I think that this whole experience has made me feel nostalgic just because I, like, back in, like, high school, I forget if it was, like, I forget which, like, Return to Ravnica or, like, which Ravnica set it was, but we drafted Ravnica a few times, and as a setting, it definitely holds some nostalgia and some love for me. So, yeah, this has been cool to see. So I enjoyed sort of hopping in and seeing some of this old stuff, or, you know, new stuff, some old stuff, some new stuff in the same setting, but the vibes. It's like, yes, I remember these color identities. I remember, man, Azorius. We didn't get our Golgari pack, which makes me a little sad, but and we also did not get the commander we were looking for. We got literally one card that I planned to put in that deck from this box we spent over $40 on. But we also got a Shockland, and we also got to look at some cool stuff. So this was fun, but remember, kids, buy singles. Singles are what you want. Packs are for dopamine hits, and don't do drugs. Gambling can be an addiction. Invest in your retirement account. I don't know. But anyway, I'm happy. I'm happy with doing this. Again, like, all of the, like, just really quick before hopping into this, like, all of the core stuff that this comes with, like, I think that's a good reason to not buy a second one of these, is, like, you don't need another set of all this stuff. But to do it once and just to get this, like, set of stuff, I think is really fun. Like all of the clue bits. I'm happy to have done it once and just seen what I got, but probably not gonna buy another one of these unless it's, like, really cheap. But yeah, but it was fun. All right, what we got? We got a La Rune Enforcer. We got Azorius Arrestor. I remember this specific art. This is by Wayne Reynolds. This art, who is an artist who has done stuff for Wizards of the Coast forever. I remember looking at all of his art in the 3rd edition Monster Manual. He's continued to do stuff with them through 4th and I think 5th edition. But I remember this specific card, so that was absolutely something that was in the Ravnica packs that I was opening in my youth. So, I mean, 8-cab, but still, fun to see it again. Alright, so, War Screecher. Caught birds are still 8-cab remains. Yeah, it's actually really funny. Azorius, it's liking Azorius to me is sort of like liking the Imperium in 40k. It's like, I know they're not good. They think they're good people, but they're not good people. Yeah, but Trusted Pegasus, that's a sweetie though. Horses can be good people. All right, Portal Manipulator. Choose target player and any number of attacking creatures that players control. Those creatures are now attacking that player. Oh, that's very funny. So you literally could just be like, actually, your attack step goes like this, which is a very blue way of doing sort of a different version of kind of something like Goad. Or like, actually, I'm specifically manipulating you to follow my plans. The flavor is reasonable. Reasonably good. Reasonably Azorius. Detain up to 2 creatures or opponent control. Sure, I remember Detain. That was a great mechanic that wasn't annoying for opponents to deal with. Flying 3/4 for 5. Nope. Oust. But just hide a little. That's really pretty art. Almost feels. I see that those are human hands, but for a moment, it almost looks like an Eldrazi creature. Curse of Chains. Poor guy. He was probably just going out to buy some cigarettes, and then just they were like, "Stop resisting." I'll stop. Sorry, that's not funny. Okay, I'll read the Giant's real punishment was the fleeting moment when he was allowed to stand. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Azorius is toxic. Ugh. This freaking guild. Alright, creatures you control, get blah blah blah, untap them, pretty good. Thriving Heath. Yep, Classic Gate, Chancery. Yep, they have the same set of lands on each of them. And then Ravnica, Foil to Conspiracy. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, investigate, which, if you're a blue player, could be your opponent's turns as well, because you're just casting shit like crazy. Oh, it's a mana dork. Yeah, that's solid. It's a 2/3 for 3 vigilance. Add to 2 colorless only during an opponent's turn. So she loves casting stuff during opponent's turns. That is pretty cool, actually. I think that is a neat card. And then Supreme Verdict. Can't counter this. Destroy all creatures for 4. That feels like a very playable board wipe. Yeah. Wow, and even this is still like War Crimes flavor text. Had no second thoughts about the abolishment edict. He'd left Skyrune's warning of the eviction, even though it was cloudy. So literally like, hey, we're gonna destroy your neighborhood. They may be in the sky and the clouds may have blocked your awareness of those, but I'm just gonna obliterate your hometown. Yeah, fuck Azorius, dude. That's crazy. That's wild energy. Well, on that note, I had some stronger feelings than I expected about the different Ravnica guilds. Well, we got a lot of red in here. We got a chunky. Look at all these cards. We got a chunky amount of magic cards. We sure did get bulk from this purchase of this, in addition to our Sacred Foundry, which again has a little bit of a bond in it, but hopefully I can still use it or sell it for value. And then again, we got those little dividers, and then we got all the core. Sorry, we got all the core cards that came as well. Yeah, I think that. Oops, sorry, messing up my mic here my camera here at the very end. That I think there's a lot of fun stuff in there. Again, like, very much, I think, a better product for people who are looking to just build some casual decks and play with friends, just like little mid to low power 60 card decks. But there was some fun stuff in there. And again, I love the vibe of, like, you know, all the bits that let you play like sort of an actual Clue game with all this and all these like little binders. I think that it's a really fun tie-in. So yeah, I'm glad I experienced it. I missed it the first time, and it was a fun thing to open and try again to do a little bit of pack opening on camera with y'all. So thanks for watching. Yeah, I'm gonna keep thinking. It's so easy for me when I'm like excited about a new commander. Like I'm basically building a commander deck at the rate of roughly 1 a month right now, which should slow down at some point, because that's a lot of cards to buy if you're not building them from card base that you already have and you're purchasing most of them. But it's really easy when I get excited about the mechanics of a new commander to just spend all day thinking about what cards would fit in that, and then I end up with like 150 cards on Architect, and then I need to pare down, and it's impossible. And I spend a while like trying to remove things. In the process, I add a couple more, and then like I've spent a bunch of time. I'm down to like 130, and I still have 30 cards I need to remove from this deck. But it's fun. Like the theory crafting is such a blast for me. That's the kind of thing I love as a gamer. Is just figuring out like the strategy and the build and the self-expression and the creative and mental exercise of building a deck is just so cool to me. So yeah, I'm gonna probably go back to that, or it's 11 p.m. right now, so I'll probably edit this and post it tomorrow. This has been really fun, and if you watched all of this, thank you. I appreciate that, and hope you're having fun with your games and hobbies as well, and stay chill, I guess. I would have a sign off for this. This is a new thing. If this is chill lo-fi packs, stay chill and lo-fi makes no sense. Take it sleazy, as Ted Danson and Eleanor Shellstrop said on The Good Place. It's a good show. Night.